What is going on, guys? DBG here. Today is going to be NBA 2K22 My Team 6 months later. So, we've already kind of seen the way the game's going to go at times. We've seen good things about the game. We've seen bad things about the game. And I'm going to be talking about the position that it's in now compared to, well, kind of not even necessarily compared to last year, but just in general, the position that we are in now in my team, what way the game has gone, and whether or not I do believe this has been a good year in general for the my team game mode. Because I know some people are saying it's been a great year, others are saying it's been a bad year, and I'm going to talk in depth about every little thing about the mode, because I think right now we are in a position where we have been playing enough of my team. We have played enough about the game that we just have a general understanding about how the game is, so we can make an actual kind of form an educated opinion on whether we like or dislike the mode. So, NBA 2K22 my team has been, well, let's talk with the Ascension right now. We've had some Ascension rewards that are good, some that are bad. Again, they're orangey rewards, which I will talk about a little bit later. But yeah, that is a frustrating thing about the mode. Not gonna lie, that is a super frustrating thing about the mode, the orangey rewards. The fact that literally you can get, Maurice Lucas obviously at the time was really good. He's not great now, but you can get a great card or not. You can miss out on a great card because you literally just clicked on. You didn't pick a right box, or you didn't hit the vault at the right time. You didn't know the vault method. Freaking wheel method. Oh my god. Don't get me started on those. But anyway, so seasons this year. Whereas last year, up until season 5, we got arguably the best player in the game every single season in packs. We were getting arguably best player in the game. Say not packs. Level 40 was the best player, better than every card in packs for the first 5 seasons last year. The first time where that wasn't the case was J.R. Smith in season 6, and they made him available very early because of the 150,000 XP Ty Lue. And then after the Tyronn Lue situation with that, I really didn't like the way they done that. I thought they could have actually put a mystery in the game for Ty Lue. I just felt that was a missed opportunity, because I think it was a good idea. I think they screwed it up. But season 7 then was Vince, who was terrible, available on day 1. Season 8 was Luka Doncic, who was actually good, available on day 1 as well. Season 9 was a pretty okay card. So yeah, we've had this year, Melo was really good. Melo was really good. But other than that, KG was good, but KG wasn't as good as, for example, David Robinson. David Robinson was better than Kevin Garnett when Kevin Garnett came out. So I think the only player that you could argue, because Iverson was not good when he came out. He was okay, but he wasn't that good. Season 4, Yao Ming. I mean, you could argue Yao Ming. Yao Ming, you could argue, and Melo, you could argue, were kind of worth it. Other than that, these grinds probably weren't worth it, but they're way easier this year than last year. These grinds here, these are realistically 10 to 15 hour grinds. They are 10 to 15 hour grinds. If you really want to go get them, they are 10 to 15 hour grinds, and you get level 40. The cards up to level 40, honestly, have not been great. Bailey Hell was okay, but I don't care about PJ Brown. PJ Brown sucks. I really don't care about that. Then at least level 39, you get the Hall of Fame badge option pack, which is kind of cool anyway. But otherwise, the level up doesn't matter as much anymore. In terms of content, I don't mind the way they've done packs. Packs are packs. Packs are always going to be packs. I don't mind dynamic ratings. I don't mind heat check. No one cares about dynamic ratings, but they're fodder. They're collection fodder. Something that 2K have done this year is the moments of the month, and I like moments of the month Because 2K like did nothing at moments cards last year. Like last year from like the middle of, we got 3 playoff moments cards. 3 playoff moments cards, literally 3 individual playoff moments cards. And well, 4 if you count the Reggie Jackson locker code. Like last year we didn't even get like a Terrence Mann reward. However well he played, we just didn't get one. Whereas this year, at least like we don't need to worry about moments, because we didn't get moments for so long, even before like the devs went on vacation. We just weren't getting moments consistently. There was about a 4 or 5 week spell in like October, November that we were getting moments cards every Monday. We were getting 3 or 4 moments cards, and that was cool. But they kind of got rid of that very, very quickly. They got rid of that very, very quickly to give us moments in a month. So now, one day a month, we get a whole bunch of moments cards, and I think it's really cool. I think it's a really cool addition. Yeah, I genuinely do like it. In terms of the collector level, that's something we did not have last year. Like the collector level is something we really didn't have. Like we had Dame. We literally had, I think, Auction House, Dame, Tatum. That was all. As far as I'm aware, that's all we had. Whereas this year, like, we've got some good cards. Again, I'm not someone who's doing collector level, but like, especially when I just started out the game, like, this is useless. 150 MT is useless, but like, collect 150 cards. We got a day 1 Kobe. It wasn't even that bad. We get Jeff Green. Most people got, well, not most people, a lot of people got Jeff Green day 1, who was really good for his time. Channing Frye, when he evoed, he was a nice player. Michael Cooper was most guys starting 2 guards if they put money into the game early. And like, especially when you go to the higher tiers, people were running with, people ran Rondo, but people ran with these guys, Gerald Wallace, Bernard King, for so long. People ran with these guys for so long. McHale, I didn't like him. People had him and liked him. Pink Diamond Zoe, no really use him. But then Iguodala was a really good card. Pierce sucked. But then these guys we've gotten since, like this Diamond Shubu's refill pack is insane. The 3000 card one is great in Peyton. Malone's great. English is great. Drexler's great. And like, again, people like, they're only 250 cards away from Dirk, which is nuts. But again, I'm cool with it ending early. I'm cool with being more attainable. A lot of guys are getting this without spending any money, which is kind of crazy. So like, collector levels coming, real collector levels coming back. I think 2K actually have done collector levels as well as they ever have. Things like All-Star Evolution. Okay, I need to go and get myself the disco ball. Please tell me these don't go at some stage. But moments in one, All-Star Evolution, the whatever the one for Jason Tatum was last season, the playoff push, Hunt for Glory. I don't even know what they were, but they were really good. They were really good cards. So like, these big grinds are actually cool. But now, like, these are the positives. Now we're going to talk a little bit about the negatives. And it is this mode right here. Is all these. Clutch Time is a cool new mode. There is a big issue with Clutch Time, and the problem with Clutch Time, for me, is that the court is too small, the shot clock is too short, and it was actually a really good game mode when it came out. The problem is that now you got demigods, and I think when you put 4 7-footers or 4 guys 6'10" and above on the floor, which is going to happen later on in the year, or 5 guys that height later on in the year, you can't pass. You can't drive to the basket. It just ruins the mode. Mode really good, well, good in execution, but I think a few things need to be tweaked. I think the shot clock for next year needs to move to 18 seconds. 14 seconds is not long enough. Like, you can get, all you have to do, like, if you full court press somebody, it's taking 7 seconds at least. I was saying it's 6 to 7 seconds by the time they cross the halfway line. And after 6 to 7 seconds, you've got, that's half your shot clock gone. You literally have one pick and roll, or you can run to the basket and shoot a heavy. Like, that's all you have. This mode is useless. This mode is useless. I'm actually gonna play a draft mode. I'm actually gonna do that in a video later today called, like, Remember Draft Mode. Yeah, that'll be a funny video for today. Remember Draft Mode. But TT Online, the 100. Look, this is last year's TT Online with less ball drops. I'm sorry, this is literally last year's TT Online with less ball drops. It just is. It just is. This is last year's CT Online Last Ball Drops. The 100. I have stated this before the game launched. I stated this before the game launched. And like, I slayed the 2K dev blog. I slayed the 2K dev blog because I said draft was terrible. I said unlimited. Like, everything that I'm going to complain about right now, I complained about before the game. And you guys are probably going to agree with me now. You guys called me crazy at the time. But TTO, the 100, is the single dumbest concept that has ever been put forward in a video game. It is a concept which only cares about defense, not about winning. As well as that, this is the one mode where you can't use defensive settings. You can't use defensive settings. Your players get forced into the switch glitch. Like, if you set a screen, your players are forced to switch. You cannot run small players unless you're going to shoot a 3 on every possession. Like, unless you are very confident hitting a 3-point in every possession, you cannot do anything. You're not even joking. Unless you're really confident, you're going to struggle. You're going to really, really struggle unless you are super, or unless you're like super confident scoring 3 every possession. You're going to struggle unless you're running 3 tall players. I didn't notice it straight away. I gave you guys the sauce. Unlimited is such a garbage mode. I played 2 games last season. Went 2-0, I guess, but it is such a garbage mode. I don't know why it's at 15 and 12. I have played way more on next gen, way more than 27 games. I was like 19 and 1 in season 1. I could well have been. No, I'm way more than 15 and 12. I'm probably like on next gen. I reckon, because again, I played all my next gen on season 3, and I was like 17 and 12. So like, I'm probably like. In Unlimited this season, because I did get paid, I'm probably like 140. Not like, I don't mean like it's a particularly good record. I'm about 100 wins, 40 losses. But like, every game I play, this mode is hell because, like, you guys can see, I played 2 games last season in season 4. I was in the like Ruby tier, or I was in the like Amethyst tier in season 3. And albeit I was in Showdown in season 2. I'm not going to deny that. I was in Showdown in season 2. But if I load up right now, I can guarantee you I face one of the elite players in Europe. I match up, basically, we have a group chat of about 30, 40 of us in Europe. And like, again, I'm probably one of the weaker players in the group chat this year. Other years, last year I could play. Last year I was not a bad 2K player. I can't stress that enough. Like, in 2K, I was really good in 2K20. Really, really good in 2K20. I was really good at the start of last year. As the year went on, I was very weak around this time last year, to be fair. And then when we got to kind of like July, I kind of picked it up back when it was just the abuse tackle fall meta, and Singular, I was actually pretty good in that meta on next gen. But this year, this is the worst I've ever been at 2K, and I'm perfectly fine. I'm perfectly fine with saying, like, in terms of like the good players, I'm in the lower half of the very good players. Whereas I would have considered myself in 2K20 easily a top 1,000 player in the world, easily top 1,000. In 2K21, there was a period where I was probably top 30, and then by the end of the year, I'd still say top maybe 5,000 at the end of 2K21. Now, if I'm in the top 50,000, I would be shocked if I'm top 50,000. The worst I've ever been in this game. But I can guarantee you I'm playing against guys who are in those top 1 to 2,000s. Every time I play, it's the same thing. You load up, you wait 15 minutes to find a game, and you find one of 15 players. I've played this guy, the __ answer, at least 40 times this year. Probably an exaggeration. At least 20. I've said I've played 140 games. At least 20 of them have been against this guy called the _ answer on PlayStation. Pretty good player. We have battles, like, I played against him before in a video, and it was like a road to whatever. Was it Peyton, or road to J Rich or something? But basically what ended up happening was I played against the guy. We had a sweat fest right down to the wire. I beat him by like 2. So I load up again. Boom. We match against each other again. Then I quit because I'm like, I'm not having a sweat fest again. This guy has a chance of beating me. I'm just not bothered. Because it was in one where I need to go like 6 and 8 to go up. Or sorry, I need to go 6 and 10 to get up into next tier, so I didn't care if I got lost. I search for a game again. Boom. Same guy again. So then, quit the game. Wait 10 minutes. Load up another game again. 2 seconds into loading, I find a game. Same dude again. Message him. He goes, he waited 10 minutes. He was 10 minutes on the load up screen. The game literally, we were the only 2 people in Europe playing the game at that stage in our bracket of SPM. There was a 0% chance we matched up against anyone but each other. No matter how long either of us waited, we would have just matched up with each other. It is the most ridiculous thing ever. The most ridiculous thing ever. Like, why do I face... Like, I'm cool with playing sweat games. I'm cool with being in... Like, why is there a tier system in SPMM? Why am I in the silver tier consistently facing guys with the unlimited rewards? Like, why is that? Like, I faced J-Rich in probably 80% of my games when I was playing. And I'm like, dude, I'm in the freaking gold tier. Why am I playing J-Rich? And the problem with SPMM is no one knows how it works. Like, you can literally tank it. Like, if I matched up with someone that I know in the group chat and I lost by 250 points, I let him beat me 250 to 0, I would face bot after bot after bot for about 5 games. And then that's all you have to do. Like, that's all you have to do. Like, it can be abused. SPMM has ruined this mode. Even people that are in like low bar SPMM, it takes 3-4 times longer to find a game than other years because they put in a stupid SPMM system and nobody even wants to play this mode anymore. My team limited, the same problems as other years. The exact same problems. Orangey rewards. You can play 75 games and not get a ring. You can play 1 game and get a ring. Obviously an exaggeration, but last year there were multiple times I played 20 games and didn't get a ring. There were weeks where I played 15 games and didn't get a ring this year. And then I think it was a season 2 or 3. Whenever the Dan Marley season was, season 3, I got 4 rings in the first 2 games. And then my 5th ring took me 15. And I know it's luck. I know I probably deserved to have to play 15 games because of the amount of luck I gotten. But like, that's not really the point. Like, the point is that like you could be spending, you don't know how long you have to spend playing the game. You don't know. You want to get this reward on a weekend when, like, I know people have free time. Sometimes people are busy. You have to give a random amount of time. It could be 3. It could be 30 seconds. It could be 9 hours playing this game to get a ring. So that's just an annoying thing. Single player, I don't actually mind it. I don't mind single player at all. I think a lot of these games are fine. Orangey rewards, however, don't get me started. Some of the best cards in the game are tied behind a freaking wheel. Tied behind a vault opening. Tied behind a freaking ball drop. Which may not even be it. I made so many videos about this. They're there for longevity, but my god is it annoying. My god is it annoying. I know why they're there. They're fully there for longevity purposes, but as a player, yeah, Orangey rewards are not fun. They're not fun at all. But I mean, I don't even mind. Domination, we've gotten plenty of upgraded challenges. We get challenges every week. We got like things like the Steph Curry challenges were cool. Dom, we've got a few new Doms. I mean, Dom's kind of outdated at this stage because it's just the amount of like quick content. But it is what it is. Like, we have a new domination. If you want to do the new domination, do the new domination. Challenges I think they've done a really good job with that this year. I really like the limited warm-up challenges as well because we're getting like really good like low overall cards throughout the year. I really do like that concept. And yeah, now we're going to talk about the content. And first of all, I'm going to talk about the card progression. The progression this year has been spectacular. Outside of like Cedric and stuff, there are no like out and out god tier like 40. This time last year we had multiple 40 half badge cards. We had multiple cards at this time last year with 40 Hall of Fame badges. We had multiple cards this time last year with 30, 35 Hall of Fame badges. The most Hall of Fame badges a card has come with right now is 25. And I know like Ty Debo has these like 50 half badge cards. Because people are putting the half badges on them. It's not like they come with them. Like, that's not on 2K. It's just people are finding a lot more half badges this year. But yeah, like this year we're getting a lot more really good cards. Like, the gap between the elite cards, the second tier cards, then the elite budget cards, and then the like super budget cards is actually, this is the closest it's ever been. Like, for example, a Gerald Green to a Dark Matter Klay Thompson. Is Klay Thompson better? Yes. Is he so much better that a bad player using Gerald Green will beat, or bad player using Klay will beat a good player using Gerald Green? No. He's not. He's not. Like, all of these guys, they haven't absolutely gassed the SIGs yet. Like, this time last year, we cannot forget. What day was it? Like the 10th of April last year? Where we got Pro 3 behind the back, Curry sliding, base 98 and very quick Danny Ferry. Like, mad. We've gotten so many cards. Like, you're even looking, if you even go as far as the KPJ, you can throw KPJ in the court and he's fine. You can throw OJ Mayo on, he's fine. You can throw Hero on. For a lot of these guys that are decent. Some of these amethysts are decent. So, like, the progression has been great. There are no real must-have cards. Like, if you don't have Cedric, great. Or if you don't have Cedric, you know what? Run RJ Barrett, run Cam Reddish. Are they as good as them? No. But, like, there's not that big a difference. The game feels way less pay to win than ever before. It feels really way less pay to win. It feels like you're in a better position if you're no money spent than ever before because of really nice grindable cards, some usable grindable cards, and good moments and moment rewards like Booker, Ja, things like card like Tatum as well. It's ridiculous. Cards like Ayton, Jaren Jackson Jr., all of those guys. There's so many great free cards. And if you're looking at cheap cards, like Pink Diamond LeBron is like 12k. It's crazy. You look at cards in the auction house, and you look at like Galaxy Opal Jerry Stackhouse when he was 15k. You look at like buyout Galaxy Opals. Almost all Galaxy Opal. Every Galaxy Opal that comes out is now a buyout. Scottie Pippen like 50k. Magic Johnson was down at 40k at one stage. Even if these cards go up, like Rudy Gay is one of the best guys in the game, under 100k. David Robinson, I literally put the guy at number 1. I put him at number 1 on my top 100 list. The guy's under 100. Like, you look, Pink Diamonds. Pink Diamond cards, it's assumed that when a Pink Diamond card comes out now, they're under 15k. Whereas last year, Pink Diamonds, when they came out, were like... This time last year, Pink Diamonds were like 25, 30k. I remember Hakeem Warwick paying like 25, 30k for him, like a good Pink Diamond. Whereas good Pink Diamonds this year coming out at like 12, 13k. There are exceptions, but not that many. Really not that many. And then every diamond seems to be under 5 to 7k MT. Some of those guys were a little more. Like, it's the 13th of March right now. It is the 13th of March. This time last year, I mean, we were getting decent cards. I just want to see what cards we were getting this time last year. For the elite guys, like the elite cards last year were better than the cards now, but the budget cards were worse than they are now. So in terms of progression, making the game kind of fair for everybody, I think we're in a good spot. I actually think, I don't care what people are saying, I think we're in a really good spot. Like, 12th of March last year was Retro Volume 3. Where we got Dark Matter D-Rose, we got, like, Stephen Curry Opal, who wasn't that good. We got Scottie Pippen Opal, who's nowhere near as good as this year's Scottie. We got Hito Turkoglu, who sucked. Draymond Green Pink Diamond, who was fine. Klay Thompson, who was like 15k as a diamond. Westbrook, I remember him being like 7k MT and being shocked at him being so cheap. And then like Levine, who was cheap. Baron Davis, who was obviously cheap. And then like Karl Anthony Towns, Pink Diamond, who I know Ty loved him. He wasn't that good a card. But like that's what we were getting this time last year. Whereas we look at this year's sets. If we look at this year's sets, even the set we got a couple of days ago, the Max Set 2, like we got Ewing and LeBron, who were exceptional. We got Barrett, Reddish, Gerald Green, Duncan Robinson, Robert Pack. All of those guys are usable. I think even freaking Tristan Thompson's usable. They're like almost every card that 2K are giving us now is somewhat usable. But one thing that I really don't like, and I don't know if it's a good or a bad thing for the game. Like, it's an objectively bad thing for me as a content creator. It's the lack... It's not the lack of content, but it is the lack of content, if you get what I mean. Like, 2K giving us 21 cards once a month. For me personally, I would much rather see every Monday 2K give out moments of the week agendas, where you give us 5. It doesn't have to be for a Dark Matter Jah. You give us 5 cards, one ruby, 1 amethyst, 1 diamond, or one sapphire. Yeah, sorry, 1 ruby, 1 amethyst, 1 diamond, 1 pink diamond, and all of them lock in for a Galaxy Opal. All 4 of those lock in. Or if you want to go sapphire to pink diamond, and all 4 of those lock in for a Galaxy Opal. No, it doesn't have to be a good Galaxy Opal. For moments of the week. And then all the cards, and then you do that every single week. And then at the end of the month, maybe coming into the very last week, or say on the Monday, you get that. And then, I don't know, on the Monday, we get a vote. Out of the 4 moments of the week winners, we get to vote on which one of those gets to be like the Dark Matter Moments of the Month reward. And then that Moments of the Month reward comes out on the Wednesday. Because right now, we literally get content on Tuesdays and Fridays. No matter what. We don't get anything on Mondays. We don't get anything on Wednesdays. We get freaking reveals on Thursdays. And we don't, like, there is no reason. There is actually no reason. If you, for example, are somebody that needs a reason to play the game, and that's the way I kind of am. Like, I need a reason to play the game. Because, look, I don't have unlimited hours. But, like, if there's a new grind to do, I'll go and play the game. I'll gladly play the game. I'll gladly go out and grind for the player. I may not do it all in one day, but I'll gladly boot up to do a new grind. Heck, I'll gladly boot up to freaking use a bum locker code player. I will gladly boot up to use a Chris Duarte locker code. Not even kidding. I would do that. But it's just on Wednesdays, there is just no reason to ever even boot up your console. On Thursdays, you better believe there's no reason to boot up your console on Thursdays. Unless it's selling your players before the inevitable Friday crash. It's just, I feel like outside of Tuesdays and Fridays, there is absolutely no incentive to ever play the game. And if you have a lot of, and I know everyone's being like, oh yeah, like it's not 2K's fault you guys grind the game, but it's like you can't blame the players for playing your game, for playing the game. Like if you have, and I'm not talking about say these grinds right here. For example, if you don't say, oh, just go play unlimited. Like some people, first of all, a lot of people aren't good enough to get the unlimited reward. Second of all, the mode's miserable. And third of all, like if you're playing in Europe, you're sitting in freaking loading screens more often than not. Limited. If you're even away for one weekend in limited, if you are away for one weekend, scrap it. There's no point playing the mode. If you know you're going to wait for one weekend, there's no point playing the mode. Draft mode, what the hell is that? Clutch time, fun mode to play. But again, once you get Ilgauskas, you're playing for orangey. This mode here, you're playing for orangey. This mode here, free for all and stocks, you're playing for orangey. Domination, you're playing the CPU. Challenges, you know what? Gotta give props. 2K have done a good job with challenges this year. But that's my least favorite thing this year is that if we looked last year in Season 5, this is how Season 5 went last year. Every single Monday, we got some sort of a free card for the Age of Hero set. Every Monday, bar none, we got a free card for the Age of Hero set for Season 5. Then on Tuesdays, we got new kind of like, they'd be new like promo packs, or they'd be new like super packs. But the super packs, this is what were in the super packs last year. We got a challenge card, which was a Ruby to Diamond Evo, and a lot of those cards were pretty good. So we got a Ruby to Diamond Evo challenge card every Tuesday. As well as that, we got a really good Galaxy Opal. We had a Pink Diamond card, who was an exchange card. We got a we got a Amethyst and a Ruby card as well in these packs. And you might be like, oh, but like, we already get like Tuesday packs. And the Tuesday packs we're getting are better than these. And I do agree, but you could get the Amethyst and the Ruby card in TTO. So these were grindable cards. I know it was orangey, but the amount they showed up, if you played enough, you'll get them. And then the challenge cards as well were good. You literally had challenge cards every Tuesday. And then obviously, so we basically got a grindable card on Monday. We got a grindable card on Tuesday. On Wednesdays, a lot of the time we got moments cards, and look, we're just not going to get moments cards a lot of the time. And then on Friday, we got We never got anything on Thursdays. And then on Fridays, we got content. When I went to Season 6, it was something very similar. And then 2K kind of just wrapped it and just gave us Tuesday and Friday content. Like, we went nuts last year. We actually went nuts last year during a spell in Season 6 when 2K were only giving us content on Tuesdays and Fridays. And we've just gotten that for the whole year. And, like, maybe I'm thinking too far into this. Maybe this is more of just a complete YouTube thing that it's kind of killing. It's not killing my channel. I'm still doing very, very well. But it's kind of killing my hype because it's kind of killing for me. Just no one's said to play in the game. I just don't find a reason to play the game anymore. And I think that if we did get more of those type of grinds, like I did every one of those Jose Calderon grinds and every one of those things, I'm going to go and do the limited warm-up spot up right now, or limited warm-up challenge. And for me, the big issue is that the grinds are always on Tuesdays and Fridays. Like every Tuesday and Friday for the rest of the year, we know we're getting packs. For me, the issue is that 2K, instead of choosing and saying, you know what, Tuesdays and Fridays are our pack days. Why not? Why don't we make like the grinds on the Wednesday or on a Monday, on a non-pack day? But no, everything grindable, every locker code is out on a damn Tuesday or a damn Friday. There is literally nothing to do on Mondays, Wednesdays, or Thursdays if you are looking for new content. There's nothing to expect. There's nothing to expect on Mondays, Wednesdays, or Fridays. But anyway, yeah, that is pretty much it, lads. That is my team after 6 months. Is it a good game overall? I think it's better than last year. I think there are flaws. I think Draft Unlimited, I think the fact that they ruined, they did fix it, but it's still worse than last year TTO. The 100 concept is idiotic. Straight up idiotic. Limited and unlimited, these modes were terrible last year and they continue to be terrible. I like the unlimited, I like the limited concept. I hate the execution. And the problem with it is that 2K spent a bunch of time putting in a draft mode and changing a mode didn't need to be fixed, that they didn't put in times in the 2 modes that do need to be fixed. Scrap SPMM. I'm telling you. I am telling you, 2K. Nobody, it doesn't matter. If you are terrible at this game, nobody plays this mode anymore. I can guarantee, like, I would love to see the figures, but I can almost guarantee more people played this mode before you took out SPM, before you got rid of SPMM. Scrap everything about Unlimited. You know what? I hated 12 and up. Bring back 12 and up. Bring back 12 and up. Honestly, I hated the concept. I thought that was a terrible concept, but it is so much better than this. This is the worst concept for a main mode. And yeah, I think it's all right. Next year, it's a decent point. Some of the new additions, I like a lot of new additions, but the fact that they didn't fix what was already broken in 2K21, not great. But anyway, yeah, that is the video. That is the truth about my team 6 months later. I'm a lot higher in this mode now than I was early in the game because, again, I made that video and I was not in a great place. So, yeah, a lot of stuff I was saying is kind of completely out of line. But, yeah, look, it is what it is. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.